Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Alt Kings podcast. I'm your host, Tate, and today I'm honored to be speaking with the legendary Maui, who is the founder of Rooster Cartel, Rooster Salsa, and Migos World. Maui, how you doing?
Good,
Long
bro.
time no see.
Good. I know, man. It's been a long time. I'm doing good. How you doing?
Long, doing good. Long time in the making, and I can't wait to dive into what we have in store today. Can you start out by simply giving me a brief rundown of what each of these entities I just mentioned are and what really inspired you to create them?
Yeah. So Migos World is what we started with back in 2020, 2000, December. Yeah, December 2021. Got to go backtrack dates, bro. It just started. It was something fun. NFTs on Hedera were becoming a thing, but there was no like a lot of minting tools. So that's where I really got into like learning like the scripts, Hedera, all that stuff. And I came out with an idea, to be honest, just one night. I was just thinking, I was like, I want to do something fun. I created like 25 characters based off like real life or family members. And then each story of those characters, each individual character has a story. And Rooster Cartel came in play because one of those characters has a story where he loves roosters. And then we have another character that breeds roosters in Migos World. And right there, just Rooster Cartel became a thing from based off those stories. And we launched the collection April 20, 2022. Yeah, April 20, 2022, we launched that collection. It was only 550 NFTs. It was super small. Um, and yeah, man, it took us about 3 to 4 months to mint out. And from there, it became what it is today.
Nice. And then from there, from Rooster Cartel came Rooster Salsa,
Yeah.
and that's now a family owned and ran business that you run out of what you've mentioned to me prior is, local kitchen shops and just through pretty much your house. You're an entrepreneur at heart, Maui, and
Yeah,
we
appreciate it.
see it through the work you provide throughout this ecosystem and now through the salsa company that can really expand across the globe. And so it's cool to see real world products being built.
Yeah, Rooster Salsa. It was. I was trying to see like because
Or
it was really hard with Rooster Cartel. I was trying. How can I make this a Web2 brand? So that's where I really got to brainstorming. And I come from a background. My parents are chefs. They got recipes and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me figure something out. So I came out with Rooster Salsa, and it's based off Rooster Cartel. So pretty much like it's inspired by Rooster Cartel brand, and we made the logo so it matches similar to Rooster Cartel, but more for Web2, right? And from there, it just became a thing. Right now, I've just been hopping like every time there's a kitchen available, I could rent a commercial kitchen because that's where I make them. I go on it. For now, it's only temporary until we have our official like permanent kitchen, commercial kitchen, so we can go to retail stores and sell them to commercial.
it's incredible. I love to see entrepreneurs at work, especially when it's built from the ground up and you really the sky's the limit at the end of the day with the possibilities behind this because Rooster Salsa, it's got a lot of history behind it already with family recipes instilled. I mean, we see tons of the community out there who are able to purchase this product from you off your website and you ship it out to them. They're loving it. I
Yeah,
can't wait to get my hands on some because I can't wait to try it out because based off of all the reviews I've seen, it's incredible, and I love the picture that you have for reference when it comes to both of the hot sauces you have currently. Isn't it pineapple and mango?
yeah.
Those are the 2?
I started with pineapple and mango, correct? But then I had to focus only on one to get it like official, legit with the FDA. We got the
Got
like this barcode right here is actually like registered for the pineapple, so it's ready to hit the stores. All I need is just that commercial
nice.
license, the commercial food manufacturer license, and pass the inspection. But a commercial kitchen is required, and I can get it now. But when I move from that kitchen, I have to redo everything again, so the inspector can come and inspect the new kitchen. So it's like, man, I'm gonna spend twice, 2 times the money. So I'd rather just wait until we have that commercial kitchen. That way we can, hit up the inspector because everything's ready to go. I got the food handling card. I got the food management certification. We got the. I sent the. It's weird because with food you got to send a lab. You got to send the sauce to the lab to the FDA, so they can test it if there's any like allergic ingredients on there or if it's cool and the pH levels are good to go. And I got to send them a label because they also got to approve the label with the nutrition fact. So it's just a lot of stuff to it. But yeah, the pineapple is ready to go. And right now we are going to be launching the mango again next month with another new flavor too.
Very cool. Yeah, it's quite exciting to see, and it's interesting to learn across the journey. And obviously, you learn hands on the intricacies that go into actually creating some sort of food product that can be sold on shelves across the world. I loved one thing I also wanted to mention about that photo for reference, the mango and pineapple salsas that you create, the Scoville units off to the side, off to the right. I love seeing that because I've never really been into hot sauce that much. I do enjoy a couple of various ones, but always seeing like those YouTube videos of people ingesting like the most world's hottest hot sauce and stuff, and they emphasize the most on like the Scoville units of things.
Yeah,
I think it's cool just to have that off to the side. It just adds a lot more of a reason to buy it and test how hot your tongue can
yeah, for sure.
withstand.
And for real. And every bottle is gonna have its own little. I don't know if you can see it here, but it's on the side, probably the light right here. Every bottle is gonna have its Scoville measurements, just so people can know too. Like, oh no, I don't need too much spicy, and we're gonna have a mild one too. So I can't wait. We're gonna be doing 4 packs. So hopefully by the end of the year, we'll
That's
have
cool.
all 4 hot sauce ready to go in a box, and 4 packs, and for gifts and stuff like that. So right now the main focus was pineapple, but now since I learned through everything, all the paperwork, all the other ones are gonna be super easy to just fucking roll them out. And yeah, I can't wait. 4 hot sauces. We're gonna have a ghost pepper one. That's gonna be our hottest one. The mango is the second hottest one. The pineapple is like in the middle, but it's still hot from what I'm hearing from people. And then we're gonna have the mild one.
Sure.
And after I have all those 4, then we're gonna focus on like salsa dip for the chips. But yeah, the salsa dip ain't gonna come till next year. And I only want to focus on those 5 products. Push them out, make them very successful. Right, those are gonna be our known. Right now, we're getting known for the pineapple habanero. So I want to have our signature sauce. So that's our signature hot sauce.
Very cool. And also, just to mention, the Rooster Cartel NFTs that you've built out within these last 2 years, the holders of those get discounts off of these
Yes.
salsas, correct?
Yeah, for now they're getting discounts. That's all I can offer right now for holders. They get a 25% off. And we also have salsa
Oh,
points.
good.
So if you go to our website for the hot sauce is Web2, right? Because we that's the hot sauce business that we have, IRL business, Web2 business. But if you go in there and create a profile with your email, you can use your Gmail account. You get salsa points too. So every time you order, you get salsa points, and you can redeem those for free shipping or $5 off or free hot sauce.
Nice. Incentivizing things as well along the way.
Yes.
I think it'll be cool to potentially integrate the point system now that we have with on Hedera within this whole entire process as well, potentially.
Yeah, with
It
my
just, I
ACS.
believe it's called HCS 20.
Yes,
Yeah.
I tested some things out. Shout out to Patches. So I did like a testing thing from our last batch, so I can get a learn and just get in touch with it. I can't say that word. Just experiment on things. So I actually have the pineapple habanero is on the hash graph. That was just the test one, so I haven't
Nice.
shared it because Pat just told me to, the IPFS link and all that, the CCID link. Forgot what it was called, but yeah, that was just a test one, and we are looking into it too. I do want to utilize Hedera for the hot sauce business. It's just something cool, So and people, it'll be for the public, so they'll see when their batch was made, when their hot sauce was made. So that's pretty cool.
Most definitely. You've been building on Hedera for over 3 years now, Mally, and you've seen a lot, you've been through a lot, and you've continued to stick it out through the thick and thin of this whole entire bull to bear markets, whatever people make it out to seem. It's a wild ride at the end of the day. But in your honest opinion, what has been the most important lesson you've learned while building out your companies?
It's actually is trying to stay focused and motivated. I always say that because it's one of the things that in entrepreneur, startup business, or even an NFT project, you got to stay focused. We could lose sight real quick. We try to jump into the next hype thing that the other project is doing, and to stay focused, stay committed. Those are the hardest things, and motivation. Stay motivated. Um, a lot of people get discouraged because people are not mentoring. There's no people on our Discord. There's no people like sharing or retweeting, but all that comes with time, and within time, just keep doing you, and everything's gonna fall in place. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. That's one thing I learned. So, but yeah, one of the hardest things was staying motivated. In the beginning, it was a little bit discouraged. Everybody goes through it, but I tightened up my belt and I was like, no, I got to keep going. I can't quit. And yeah, man, staying motivated was the hardest thing for me personally. Others, experience other things.
Yeah. Consistency is key, and you couldn't have said it better. I think it's great to you have to really have the mindset of staying motivated or at least trying to force yourself to find new motivation within the market, whatever market it may be that you're in. You also have to try to find balance. So I know we've talked about in the past, and many people know within your community that you're in the construction industry as well. You work construction full time through the week. You also, handle a up and coming salsa company as well. And on top of all of that, you're dealing with a lot of Web3 ventures from Rooster Cartel NFTs to now the Wild Tigers and everything that falls underneath Migos World. How do you balance your responsibilities as a founder and the challenges of building a business in this Web3 and Web2 space?
Oh man, balance. It was hard in the beginning. So one thing I did to help me balance was leave spaces, like hosting spaces daily helped a lot. And the schedule. So like from 6, 7 in the morning to like 6 in the afternoon, it's just my job, what I do regularly every day, because that pays the bills and puts food on the table. After that, I
Yeah.
got 2 hours for Rooster Cartel, 1 hour to just check on the market. I don't have it, like if I can, I'll check on the market, but like I had to put a lot of DJ mentality and trading mentality away to focus on my business. Um, I was able to just find balance, just scheduling, 1 hour a day doing this, 2 hours a day doing this, like every other day. Just time is money and time is a valuable asset for me. So I had to, scheduling works. Sometimes when I like people try to do like with us with the interview or like host spaces, I try to squeeze things in, but if it's not like after 7, it's hard for me to squeeze them in because I always have something going on. But at 7 on, it's Web3 projects and just me doing having fun out here with you guys.
Nice. It's cool to understand what it takes to be a founder and what it takes to, thrive as an entrepreneur at heart. It takes a lot at the end of the day. It takes a lot of your time, it takes a lot of your effort, and it takes a lot of your mental you're more or less it takes a lot of mental clarity to really
Yeah,
weave in and out of the bushes to achieve success as an entrepreneur. It doesn't come easy, but we've all managed and figure out a way at the end of the tunnel. There's
there's
always a light
always a
at the end
way.
of the tunnel.
Yeah, there's always a way.
There always is. There's a will, there's a way.
Exactly, man. And if you can't find a way, that means you're not into it. Yeah. Simple.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great point. You gotta follow your passion. That's
Exactly.
you gotta find a job that you somewhat enjoy enough to pay the bills, and then outside of that, you have to follow your passion and find ways to make your passion pay you more than the 9 to
Yeah.
5 day job.
Yep.
That's kind of my thought
The
process through
freedom
it all,
too.
and you have to be dedicated to what you love. Yeah.
Yep. And the freedom that comes with it too.
Yeah. You're also in the gaming space. You've been building out this game, Rooster Racing, for some time. I know it maybe has caused you some headaches. Any game developer understands headaches at
Yeah.
this, you know, in all of reality, any game developer understands the headaches that it takes to build a game because it's not easy. It takes a lot more than most people expect. Any investor into gaming, they don't really understand what it takes to develop out games. A lot of time, effort, and most importantly, money.
Yeah.
But how's the progress been coming along with Rooster Racing? I
Good.
know it's not dying. I know it's
No, it's
here.
not dead.
It's just a matter of
I
yeah,
had stopped it for a little bit just for financial reasons, right? I didn't want to, there's no money coming into
yeah,
Web3. We barely started getting a little bit of money, still not enough, but it's something. We're starting to build it with the hot sauce. But, it's just financially, it was hurting my pockets. Everything was out of pocket. We had a man that paid for an update, but it wasn't enough. I still have to pay more to get that update finished. But it was something that helped a lot too, but it wasn't enough to get the game out ready, right? But it's coming good. We got new maps. Database is getting worked out for the leaderboard, the login. But right now, we're just taking it step by step. That way, I don't want to rush it, pay so much money, rush it, and not like it. Because when you start building the game, you're not liking it, so you're always changing things, and that's what happened to me. I was like, you know what? No, let's stop it. And we go back, take a step back, write everything out how I want it to be, and then we'll continue it. And in the budget, it's still getting worked on. It's not dead. It is gonna take a little bit of while once to get released, right? But yeah, it is still getting worked on.
Can we maybe expect anything by the end of 2024 for
I
Rooster
can't say
Racing?
no promises. Probably a updated demo. Yeah, updated demo for sure.
Nice. That'll be cool to see.
Yeah, yeah. December or February of 2025. But December this year, if not December
Yeah,
this year, then 2025 or February. I want to have an updated demo release because our website here is currently down. It's getting updated. We're getting a whole UI design and some artwork, just some art on the website. And when I have the
sure.
website up and running, I'm able to have the demo update.
Very cool. Yeah, it'll be cool to see the updates that you instill within the game. And I know that this is something that it's more or less one of your passion projects. I look at it like it's something that you
Yeah.
don't ever plan on giving up on. It just might take a little longer than most people expect for, the final product. And at the end of the day in gaming, there's never necessarily a final product with most games, unless you have
Nice.
some sort of campaign and storyline that goes along with it. Most games never have a final product. They always revise and, refine their
Update. Yep,
product to
exactly.
crafting it to whatever way is necessary for the community who support it.
Exactly. It's never gonna end. Gaming never ends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never ends. Web3 never ends, that's for sure.
Exactly.
I also want to mention one thing that's kind of off topic about everything we've discussed, but it's something that touches warm to my heart, and I know it touches warm to your heart as well. Hunger
Thanks.
fighters, you're a major factor into this movement recently. Recently, you guys have hosted an event in a park in downtown Chicago, feeding the homeless and giving back to your community. Is there anything you would like to highlight on that? I know Hydro Yeti is one of the founders of it, and there are many other people around that project as well who deserve a spotlight. So,
Yeah.
by all means, if there's anything you'd like to highlight about Hunger Fighters.
Yeah. Hydro is the founder of it. My Eli, J-Man, and myself are board members with Young World in there too. So my job was to organize the Chicago event. It was a success. We also got sponsored by Hedera. Shout out to Hedera for the sponsorship. And we weren't out there. Like if it was a picnic, we cooked, prepped up. A day before, we passed out flyers. We hang flyers under the bridges because that's where a lot of tents are for the homeless people. And the following day, at the time we put on the flyers, people started showing up. And once they stopped showing up, we loaded the car with a bunch of food trays. We prepped them up, tacos, rice, and beans, and just drove around the area and just hopped out of the car, passed them out to the people. Because that was our goal to feed between 125 to 150 people. We fed it, I think it was there because we bought trays, 150 trays, and they were all gone. Yeah. And we took up a lot of
That's
water, a lot
incredible.
of juices and pop, that way they can enjoy their meal. And water was more importantly for them. And yeah, we were able to, it was a success. Right now, July 27th is the next one, and that's going to be in Seattle. And Eli's organizing that event. And there's more info coming out for the Seattle event too.
That's very cool. And it's very amazing to see how you're able to give back to the community around you that you've grown up in, that have supported you and your businesses and the people within it. And even if it's not necessarily affecting the people who have supported you through your journey, you're just giving back to the people who more or less need it more than most. It's a lot of homeless, it seems like, and that was the main intention behind it, was to feed the homeless and give back to the people who are in
Yeah.
need.
And then,
And
yep.
it's nice to see because those people, in my opinion, I see homeless all the time, but they deserve a lot more attention
Yeah.
than they're
We're all
given.
humans.
And I believe
It's,
that everybody, yeah,
Yeah,
we
we're all
are. You're
humans.
right.
It's all about humanity. So we all got to do our part.
Yeah, it really is. We're all humans. There's nobody's different than one another. We all have blood in our bodies and a heart pumping us and oxygen within our lungs and all. And it's just great to see people like you giving back, especially within the HBAR community. How was it like, though, meeting all the other fellow H barbarians who made it from all parts of the world out to that event as well?
It was awesome. Actually, that was the second time I met the people that flew out here. It was my second time, even third time meeting them.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So it wasn't the first time me meeting them. It was yeah, like second or third time already. It was fun, exciting. Same.
I forgot about the event down in LA.
Yeah, all those people are just like how they are on Spaces, and big shout out to them.
So Maui, you've experienced a lot in this space. We all go through trials and tribulations. What has been one of the most unique challenges you've faced while building an IRL business, as well as the Rooster Cartel brand and everything that incubates the Migos World ecosystem? And how have you simply overcame it?
Challenges. aside from funding, it's a big challenge, right? You have to pretty much you have to invest your own money in something you believe in to make it successful. I stopped relying on minting. Another hurdle was finding people I can trust to help me run Migos World
Yeah.
and take Rooster Cartel to the other level. I've been through two teams since I started, and none of those first two teams, it's just everybody. No, nobody was on the same page, right? Especially when there's no money involved in the beginning, which is understandable. But see, they didn't believe in it. They were just part of it because they wanted to make money. So that building a team is a hard thing, even for an IRL business. Getting good employees, loyal employees, right? People you can trust with like your tools, your truck, or your whole business. Yeah, that was another one. But luckily, I came up with what if I have Rooster Cartel holders that believe in the project join the team, and that's how I was able to build this team that we have now that is actually doing good. I've been practicing leadership. I'm not a bossy guy, right? Like, hey,
Yeah.
do this, do that, do this. I do tell people, hey, today we're gonna focus on this, but I've been practicing a lot more leadership, and that's another one too, another hard thing. You got to be a good leader.
So is there any advice you'd give to any other entrepreneurs and developers looking to enter the Web3 space and build something of their own?
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, be realistic, be patient, and be real to yourself. Be true to yourself, because if you're not neither of those, it's gonna come back and bite you. To be honest, and it's gonna be a failed. We really, especially in Web3, right? We want to grab as much as attention from people buying your NFTs, DJs, or whatever, right? And we stop being realistic with our projects, and we start
Yeah, you gotta make sure to smile. If you can't
promising a
smile while
bunch of
you're
things
while
that
you're doing this, what's the point, you
deeply
know?
inside it's not possible. So just
True.
being realistic and having fun, man. That's what I would advise. A lot of yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of networking too. Step out of your bubble. I used to be nervous doing like interviews or spaces. Sometimes I still am, but right now I'm too comfortable with the people I'm already like been around with that I'm trying to break that habit. Because when I join
It's
other
crazy to
spaces,
think, Maui. It's
I
really
still
crazy
get
to
that
think about
stage
this,
fright, bro.
though.
Because I
At
don't know
one point,
nobody,
this
but I feel more
H-barbarian
comfortable with my
ecosystem that we
people,
have
the H
now
barbarians.
wasn't a thing,
That's
and
another
we
thing
all
too.
were
Is just break out of your bubble, break out of your fears, and
I don't know
step
what
out of your
happened there.
comfort zone.
Yeah, I rugged for a second, but at one point, Maui, this HBAR ecosystem wasn't even a thing. And, at one point we were all meeting each other on
Yeah, I'm
first,
here, bro.
first introduction terms. And it's crazy to think that now we're in a comfort zone while we hang around all these individuals, not too long ago we were just meeting and somewhat being nervous around because, we wanted to give off a good we wanted to be ourselves, but we also wanted to make sure that we looked good within the space. We want to be respectful and kind to others and treat others the same way we want to be treated. And that goes a long way. But it's crazy to think that not too long ago we were the ones being nervous around each other and now we're all like family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's cool to see where we're at now because, like I mentioned earlier, before the camera went off, when people came down to the Hunger Fighters in Chicago,
Most definitely.
that was the third time I meet them. So every time we meet, we connect more. So it's also good to meet people in IRL if you can. Try to see who's locally in your area. It just builds a stronger bond.
Makes it feel more
More
real.
trust, especially when they're like your supporters or holders.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It feels very good because they're like, yeah, this is me. This is who's been running the show all the time, all this time, right? And they appreciate it too.
Nice.
Um, there's somebody out here. I will mention who.
That's cool.
He texted me this morning like, "Hey, I'm in Chicago for work." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I'm leaving Thursday." I'm like, "He's a holder. He's a Rooster Cartel holder." And I'm like, "Let's meet up then." He's like, "All right." So we're
Most
hoping
definitely.
to meet up tomorrow just for a little bit. But build that bond with your supporters, your holders, and don't be afraid to show them.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to show people who I am, or in real life. I know
Oh
others might
yeah.
be a little skeptic of trying to not fully dox themselves, but just show people who they are, especially to your holders and supporters. I think they deserve to know who the person
And it
is,
only
how the
provides a little
person
more
looks. In
reassurance
my
at the end of the day
opinion,
for
I
the
know other
holders
people,
because they know that you're
but
out
in my
there
opinion, if
confidently
I'm
showing your
trying, I
face,
got an
showing your
LLC, I'm
lifestyle,
trying
and
to run a
showing
legit
everything that
business.
goes into your
So,
life day to day on a
it
day to
matters
day
to me,
basis.
people
It
knowing
makes
who I
things
am.
feel more tangible for them whenever they're not necessarily capable of meeting you face to face in real life yet. But they know that you're out there showing your face, expanding your own network. Expanding your own network and growing your own connections. It just makes everything full circle. And then the moment you meet these holders in real life, it makes everything feel even more like home and like family. But Maui, this has been a really informative show. I'm very thankful that we finally made it happen. If there's any closing thoughts that you may have, now would be the time to say so. But once again, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
You're gonna get an iPhone
Yeah,
here soon.
first, apologize the technical issues. That's one thing people know me by, bro. When we do out spaces, I'm always having technical issues. No matter where I'm at, always having technical issues. And people know me by, yeah, yeah. I switched over to the iPad and it works
Oh,
better.
yeah,
Maybe,
most
yeah. I
definitely.
think it's been proven to me that, yeah, iPhone is the way to go.
And I'll
And
make sure to host it after
other than that,
7
no, I
now
just
that I
want to
know your
thank you,
schedule.
brother. Hopefully, I'll get
Yeah,
prepared for the part two. If you ever want to do a part two, I'll be fully ready.
solid.
I'm actually gonna go right now and buy a microphone and a webcam. After 7, it's in the summer,
Yeah,
yeah. In the winter, any time of the day. But in the summer, yeah, that's the busy season. And yeah, I just want to thank you for having me up here, for having Paul. I seen the video. You guys did a great job, man. I seen you improve since when you started the All King show, and big props to you, bro. And thank you to everyone
you
that's
already
been
know.
supporting on this journey, man. It's been an amazing journey, and we still
Yeah,
got a long way to go. We're not even done yet. We've been getting started. I'm not gonna say we're just getting started because I've been getting started, right? That doesn't exist for me. But we're not done yet. We still got a lot more to do, a lot more to go. And just thank you to all the HBAR family out there, bro. That helped. Without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now in the
amen. And like
space.
Kobe said, job's
Because they,
finished,
by them supporting,
job's not
even
finished.
if they don't see it, they don't
You
know
know
it,
it
they
best.
push me a lot.
Ah.
It helped
Well,
me a
Maui,
lot,
it's been a pleasure. Thank you
morally,
as always. And
spiritually,
ladies
and
and gentlemen,
mentally.
thank you all for
They
tuning
helped a
in.
lot.
And if you enjoyed today's content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all in the next episode. Peace.
Ready to transform your learning experience? Step into the future with the Learn to Earn platform on Hedera. Choose how you learn. Academic books in hard copy or NFT form. That's right, NFTs. Whether you prefer the traditional feel or a digital interactive journey, the choice is yours. Dive into the NFT, not just for the book, but for all the tools you need for success. Download the book, access tests, all within a seamless, immersive interface. Forget traditional logins. Simply scan the QR code, connect to our platform, and start your Learn to Earn journey. Pass your tests and watch your success turn into real rewards with Gcoin, our exclusive digital currency. Imagine learning at your own pace, acing exams, and reaping tangible benefits. It's not just education, it's a transformative journey towards success. Join the future of learning at gilmore-estates.net. Scan, learn, earn. It's that simple, and it's revolutionary.